The downside of being observant is often realizing and understanding things you would have preferred not to know. I cried when I had no shoes, but I stopped crying when I saw a man with no legs. Life is full of blessings everywhere, yet many times we fail to see them. It's true that lying comes easy to you, but making someone believe your lies is even better for me. The world is full of people who want to harvest fruits from trees they never planted. Many people think they will never be thirsty again and end up breaking the glass. A wise person once said, "Always be a good person, but don't waste time trying to prove it to anyone." Life hits you hard, but God lifts you up 1,000 times, giving you the strength to resist and overcome them all. Don't waste your time arguing with someone who believes their own lies. A wise person once said, "Value me while you still have me, not when you lose me." Life changes completely when you stop asking why people treat you this way and start asking why you allow them to treat you this way. Don't confuse my silence with ignorance, my calmness with acceptance, or my kindness with weakness. Be careful who you step on when you're climbing up, because you might meet them on the way down. The hardest test in life is the test of life itself, and most fail because they try to copy others without realizing that each of us has a different test. If you want to discover what someone is really like, just observe how they treat you when they no longer need you. Nowadays, almost no one chooses to stay with the one they love, but with anyone who relieves their loneliness. Never announce your next step up, because there will always be someone willing to move your ladder. I hope you can find someone who speaks your language, so you don't have to spend your life translating your soul. With time, I learned to pick myself up without anyone lending me a hand. An arrow can only be shot by pulling it backward, so when life pushes you back, it means it's going to launch you with incredible force. Just focus and aim well. Never forget to always be the kind of person you would like to meet. Be grateful for the drop that spilled the glass. It was the seed that unleashed the change you needed. Many times, the greatest act of love we can have towards another person is to disappear from their life for a while. Remember, it's never too late for a new beginning in your life. No one has ever died from being single, but many people die in life next to the wrong person. Never let people who are unhappy with their lives steal your joy and peace. Only an educated mind can understand a different thought without needing to accept it as truth. A bad attitude is like a flat tire. It won't take you far unless you change it. It's tough, but sometimes the best thing a person can do for us is to disappoint us, to remove the blindfold from our eyes. And even more difficult, sometimes from our hearts. Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishments. Trust is a muscle that can only be trained by facing what you fear. We are all free to make our own decisions, but we are also prisoners of the consequences. Don't entrust your secret even to your closest friend. How can you ask for discretion if you haven't had it yourself? When you help someone, do it with gratitude, because life put you in the place of the giver, not the one in need. Always remember that today's sacrifice is tomorrow's success. You will anger more than one when you start doing what's best for you. If you truly want your children to keep their feet on the ground, don't forget to place responsibilities on their shoulders. It's not necessary to speak ill of anyone. Their actions speak for themselves. Only those who have been hungry with me will eat from my table. Ships don't sink because of the water around them, but because of the water that gets inside them. Don't let the events around you get inside you and drown you. I hope your dreams are always bigger than your fears. Life is so ironic. It takes sadness to understand what happiness is and absence to value presence. A wise person once said, "The secret of my success lies in surrounding myself with people who are better than me." A woman will offer you sex only when she is completely sure that you have everything she is looking for in her ideal partner. With time, you learn that words spoken in moments of anger continue to hurt for a lifetime. Don't let an event from your past turn you into a prisoner. It was a lesson, not a sentence. A woman who practices oral sex on her husband will have a grateful man at home, fulfilling his masculine role and full of love to give to his wife, as the man tends to feel more loved when his wife pleases him in every aspect. Sex is a fundamental resource to solidify the bond with your husband, so woman, do not neglect intimacy with your husband. Attend to him as he deserves. You can also propose activities that take them out of the monotony, and you will see how the flame of love and passion will be eternal. If these words resonated in your heart, I invite you to like, subscribe, and comment on which phrase or advice you liked the most. Remember that this content is created specifically for you with the purpose of enriching our wisdom.